Okay guys, today we're looking at adding fractions, and you're going to find this to be really, really simple because we're adding fractions with like denominators. Like means the same denominator, so you're going to notice on all of the fractions we have a common denominator all the way through. This makes adding fractions super duper easy. The first thing you're going to practice this on is IXL 4th grade Q4. And they're going to give you this fractions on a number line, which we've seen before, but it's nice to see how they're doing using addition on this. So if you take a look at this first problem, they're doing 1/10. So notice that they start on 1/10. They're going to add to it, and you'll see this kind of jump up here. This is what they're adding. They're adding 1/10 more, and that's that 1/10. And they just want you simply to say what 1/10 plus 1/10 ends up on the number line. So if you start at 1/10, and you add 1/10, where do you end up? At 2/10. So your job would be to put a 2 in the numerator here. What you're going to notice when you add fractions with a like denominator is the denominator always stays all the way through. It never changes. It's 10, 10, and 10. But the numerator is what you're adding. So it's as simple as 1 plus 1 is 2, and that's how easy it is to add fractions. Keep the denominator the same and simply add the numerator. Let's look at another one here. This time they're giving you the picture and you have to fill in where everything goes. So where did they start on this one? They started at 2/4. See that blue box? So we would have to write in 2/4 for this one. And they add to it, and they're adding 1/4. So we would put that there. And then if you start at 2/4, add 1/4 more, where do you end up? 3/4. So again, look at that common denominator staying the same all the way through, and 2 plus 1 is 3. And if we were to put this into a story to see if it makes sense, if you had 2/4 of a pizza at first, and you came back later and added more, had some more pizza, had 1/4 more, how much total pizza would you eat? 3/4. So just a little addition story. 2/4 of a pizza plus 1/4 more is 3/4 is your total. And we know total means addition. Let's take a look at another one here. So where are we starting in this number sense? We're starting at 2/8. We're adding a 3/8 more. And where do we end up? 5/8. So you would simply write 2/8 plus 3/8 equals 5/8. Again, notice that the denominator stays the same all the way through, and all you have to do is 2 plus 3 is 5. It's that simple. When you're done with that, and I think that one's going to go pretty quick for you, you're going to move on to adding fractions with like denominators. For Q5, there's no number line here. They're just going to give you the equation. So if you need to picture the number line, you can, or you can kind of follow that pattern. You notice with that common denominator, we're going to keep that 8. And then all we have to do is 1 plus 3, which is 4. So to find that on here, if you're adding those together, of course, you're going to type in 4 and the fraction bar and 8. So 4/8. And another one here, I like this one because in the end, if you look at this, you're going to get an improper fraction. So your common denominator all the way through is 6. And then you can do 3 plus 5, which is pretty simple, which is 8. Now, IXL will let you keep these as improper, but sometimes you'll run across something maybe in front row or splash math where they're going to make you convert that improper into a mixed. So that's when we practiced last week how to, we drew pictures, we decomposed, we divided. There's lots of ways you can do this. How to switch 8/6 into a mixed number. It's 1 whole and 2/6. IXL will give you this improper this time. You can type that in, but some programs might make you flip that improper into a mixed. I just wanted to show you that. Hopefully this helps, guys. I think you're going to find today's adding fractions to be pretty simple for you.